All right, one of my main reasons for coming up the Highway 1 of the California coast was I've always heard about the Lost Coast area. And footage here is actually shot of me coming out. I didn't have the batteries or something was up with the GoPros, of course, as I've been mentioning. But neat little area. There's a huge tree that is down, and it looks like only motorcycles and quads get back here. But you've got the nice sort of foggy area. You've got a couple sections. I'll throw up a quick picture of the beach area. However, there was a few folks around, and I wanted to keep finding more of a stealth camp spot. But very cool area. I need to come back here and just spend a week exploring here, especially knowing that it's only going to be quads and bikes for past that down tree. There are other routes out of that area, and so that would be more that I would want to explore. You can tell it's kind of a hard packed clay. So in the sort of off seasons during rainy seasons, I could tell that this is kind of a mess and would be very slick. But really enjoyed it, of course, on the KLR. Not a problem, even fully loaded with 16-tooth sprocket. Had a blast carving around there. Still plenty of blind corners if there's other bikes out there. You got to be careful. The only person I ran into was a Porsche Cayenne that was all rallied out. And of course, he wasn't going to be able to get past that tree section. But highly recommend it. Can't wait to go back to really spend a lot more time exploring that area. Hey guys, Beast here, coming to you from the Usul Road, California, Lost Coast, just above Highway 1. Really cool area. I haven't made it all the way back in. It's actually a pretty cool and fun road, but the deeper I get in here, the more I got a waste of tomorrow getting out. And I'm going to try to make it up through the redwoods and then cut across southern Oregon here pretty soon. So anyway, I wanted to show you, I'm having issues with the USB off the Garmin charging the GoPro batteries. So I'm trying something different tonight, so hopefully that works. And I'll GoPro some stuff on the way out of here, because it is a very cool road. I wish it was closer to the beach. There's a section up where I started where you can get right on the beach, but there's quite a few people down there and didn't feel like doing the whole campground thing, or the feeling. And then if you make it all the way in here, there should be more spots. However, as you can maybe tell, I'm starting to lose light. And again, the deeper I get in here, the longer it's going to take me to get out. But really neat section. I'll spin you guys around here. So maybe what you'll see with GoPro tomorrow is the road in here is actually like here. It looks like it's just fallen trees, which it kind of is. I just decided to take this, a random little 2-track, and it popped up and then it popped back down, and now I'm in this big, open, perfectly square, like parking lot practically. It's gravel that's been overgrown, and I have a perfect intruder alarm system because every little twiggy branch out there will make a ton of noise. It'll probably just be deer that may be coming in here. But yeah, I haven't found much trash. There's a really old fire pit over there that's crumbled way down. I found 2 plastic bottles, but they've already like disintegrated. So who knows? Not a lot of folks have come up here then. And I'll put in a quick picture, I guess, of what I took. There's a tree down as well. So I think it's probably only quads and motorcycles up past that tree anyway. Got camp rocking back here. Of course, the KLR, Wyoming camp tent, something from Big Agnes. Testing it out. It's still pretty big. Don't know if I like it, but when you really need that vestibule space, and yes, I can get the entire KLR in there and then close the door, which is pretty awesome. It is a little bit smaller and compact over some of the Lone Riders and Redbirds motorcycling tents, which was kind of my goal to see if I could do that. It is freestanding, which is awesome because this is super compact gravel stuff. Would just be a pain to try to get tent stakes in there. So just testing it out. I probably won't take it on most adventures. I'm tempted to kind of take it on some of my bigger ones because it really gives you a lot of space when the weather goes nasty. Wake up, you got full, stove setups, you can get camp chairs. I mean, do whatever you want in there. I can load the bike. It's a little tight walking around the bike while it's in there, but you can get all your stuff loaded and maybe even potentially work on the bike. You could at least back it up and do a tire change. If you're somewhere where the sun is just beaming down or it's just absolutely pouring buckets, but it's still big. I think it's just over 10 pounds, and I'll put in a picture of what it looks like on the bike. Most of the time I get my tents inside my duffel bag. This one I just left on the back on the rack. But anyway, guys, we're at 4 minutes of me rambling, so check you later on this crazy little adventure. Take a few minutes, air up your tires again when you hit the highway. When you air down, it's just so much more enjoyable. I may just tip my chain with a little bit of lubricant, just kind of knock some of that off so it doesn't grind into the O-rings. And we'll be on our way. What a really, really cool road. If I didn't have somewhat of a schedule to get back to Oregon, I definitely would be on that for a couple days. It was great. And this is the sign you look for. There isn't really a road sign, so it just says not maintained in the winter. Somebody did paint a gigantic arrow, a couple arrows on the highway, and there's some glitter on the stop sign over there, so really cool. I'm gonna head back onto the highway and go adventure down great little 2 tracks that look a lot greener than the last day I was out. Again, made it over Grants Pass. We're back into Oregon. I'm heading over towards Crater Lake. Again, it's getting dark, and what you can hardly tell by the GoPro footage there is the moon is absolutely gorgeous. It is huge, and it's coming up right in between the tree line that is split by only the highway. And so, of course, I pulled over and tried to take a few photos. Probably could have spent a little bit more time there, but because it was getting dark, I did want to find a campsite eventually. And it was, there you go. You can see a little high beam action with my Av Monster bar. But really cool. It turned out there was a small forest fire still burning near Crater Lake. So, of course, I'm trying to pull the visor down and see if you can get a better view. But the GoPro just doesn't do it justice. I'll throw in some other photos here. But still some fire smoke that made that really beautiful orange, of course. And we just made camp that night. I just sort of turned the bike into a random road and take it back, and we'll do a separate video about camping, but there's sort of a 3-turn rule. So you turn off the main road, you take another turn off the secondary road, and you take a third turn off of whatever that is. And that's how we ended up in our little campsite. All right, just like that, Home Sweet Home is all set. We've got a little firebox stove, got a little bacon frying in there just to add some fat. My oil was getting a little low and I needed to use up this bacon. Got some sort of special sausage I bought at the meat counter. I forgot what flavor it is. And some tricolor carrots. A little bit of Oktoberfest, Samuel Adams, and we are sitting pretty. I've got to add some oil to KLR in the morning, so I pulled that out to remind myself. We are underneath the tent. We're getting kind of a weird shadow from my headlamp, but everything's set up in there. Not too bad. I think camp was set up in under 10 minutes with food going. It's a pretty easy tent to set up. It was just 9:30, so kind of had my goal. I wanted to get off the road by 9. I came back here in the woods, which I might make a separate video about, of just how I pick my campsites. I just sort of just duck in. But yeah, it took me a little bit longer to come back here because it turns out I'm in kind of an official area, and so there aren't many great places to camp, which I was not expecting. But got my handy dandy pointing knife. Oh yeah, that's looking good. Might as well throw this little sausage guy on here. Alright fellas and ladies, cheers to those that wander. Have a great night. Thanks for watching, guys. It's probably one of the most edited, I guess, videos I put together in a long time, considering the amount of footage and audio work and things like that. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm not sure if we're going to split it up into 2 videos, so it's a little bit easier to watch, but always look forward to your comments, share, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. Thanks for all your support, guys, and we'll catch you down the road.